At a very young age, we are influenced by the media. We are told what to wear and how to act, what things to own and what brands to own, and if you do these things, you will fit in and be popular and be successful. Girls are held to a certain standard, and so are boys. Our culture has become so obsessed with how others perceive us that we almost lose touch with our own selves. We become defined by what others expect of us. How many people liked our status? How many people liked our selfies? Don't wear this, wear that. This is cute, this isn't. It's exhausting and unoriginal. We have lost touch with our own originality. I was recently visiting a friend at a different college, and I looked around and I realized that all of the boys were dressed the same, and all of the girls were dressed the same. Nobody stood out, nobody was different. Now I, on the other hand, was not exposed to the media like a lot of people were. I was a military brat for most of my childhood up until high school, and overseas there was limited cable and channels. I was also very fortunate that my parents were very much about letting me figure things out for myself. Now, I know that when people always talk about their awkward middle school phase, they're like, it's bad, but you don't even know. Picture this, me. 7th grade. I could always be found playing basketball with the boys at lunchtime, and I'm actually good because I hit my 5'8" growth spurt in the 5th grade, and I'm significantly taller than all of the boys in my class. I wear purple corduroy overalls, hot pink high-top Converse, a SpongeBob t-shirt, I have 2 buck teeth that crisscross at an angle, and cornrows. And I know what you're thinking. Not the cute little cornrows that girls would sometimes do, you know, the ones that go halfway up their head with the pretty rubber bands. No, I'm talking cornrows. Like, I had cornrows that went down to the back of my neck. And I did this, in my mind, I did this because I love to play basketball and I hated to have hair in my face. And then when I wasn't wearing cornrows, I would part my hair in the middle and slick it down with gel to a low ponytail. So don't talk to me about your awkward middle school phase. But at the time, and now looking back, I really didn't care about what other people thought of me. I had no sense of popularity or style or fashion or any sense of what was popular and what was in. I had no idea if people were talking about me or my hair or my outfit. I genuinely didn't care. I was just myself in all of my cornrow glory. Now flash forward to my freshman year at Aquinas College. I had just won AQ Idol, and people were messaging me on Facebook saying, "Congrats, you were great," or "Congratulations," etc. Then I got a message from a senior boy who shall remain unnamed, but he's graduated, who messaged me saying, "Hey, you are awesome. By the way, you are gorgeous." Not a big deal. Okay, I said thank you, and then that was pretty much it. But then he started to message me on a consistent basis. He'd message me, "You're so gorgeous. Why are you so gorgeous? Stop being so gorgeous." And finally, I had to be like, "Dude, okay, thank you again, but I have a boyfriend, so please stop." Then he replied, "What your boyfriend doesn't know won't hurt him," and then he was just barking up the wrong tree. So I'm sitting with my best friend at Weggy, and we're joking about how we can shake this guy off. We're laughing, saying, "Wouldn't it be funny if you just acted like really gross whenever you were around him? Like, wouldn't it be funny if you acted like a dinosaur when you saw him? Or wouldn't it be funny if you tried to give yourself as many double chins as possible, like when you were in front of him?" Wouldn't that be funny? So flash forward to a few weeks later, a Friday night at a crowded Yesterdog with a group of friends. I'm feeling pretty great after drinking several Capri Suns, and of course they're Capri Suns because I was a freshman and I wasn't 21 yet. Who walks into Yesterdog but this senior guy and his group of friends? My best friend and I immediately lock eyes, and it felt like a movie scene where 2 characters are locked in an intense gaze, and the whole world around them suddenly turns to slow motion. My friend looked at me and she just goes, "Do it." And I knew exactly what needed to happen. I needed to move this way. So I walk up to this guy. He too has had several Capri Suns, maybe even a whole pack of Capri Suns. And he reaches out to give me a hug, but he's like significantly taller than me, so it's super awkward because my head like barely reaches his chest. And he goes, oh, like, hey, how's it going? Gives me this hug. I look up at him and I go, ha! And like he kind of stands and he's like, yeah, okay. Like looks at his friends and his friends are like, I don't. And he's just like, yeah, like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, I'm doing great. And then he leaves with his friends who are very disturbed at what is happening in the crowded Yesterdog. And then I stand up on one of the booths, and Yesterdog is so crowded, guys. Like, there's no room to walk. I stand up in front of everybody and I go, bah! Then I run into the outside to the glass window, and I stand up on the ledge, and I press my face up and my hands to the glass and go like this. And wait for him to make eye contact with me across the entire Yesterdog. Needless to say, my friend has practically peed herself because she's laughing so hard. And needless to say, that boy never talked to me again. So the lesson that I bring to you today is the beautiful importance of being able to laugh at yourself, to be able to, before anybody else, to love yourself for who you are, the importance of letting go, of being comfortable in your own skin, of being able to be weird and be a dinosaur and not care who notices, to understand that you are not limited by your looks, by your possessions. You are not limited by the opinions and thoughts of others. To understand that by loving and accepting yourself wholeheartedly, you become limitless in the love that you accept of yourself and the love that you bestow on others, cornrows and all. Thank you.